In every myth there is a memory, in every tale a truth. This is Timeless Tales, a land of mist and mystery, of knights and kingdoms, of swords, stones and sorrows. Few stories have captivated the human imagination quite like that of King Arthur, the once and future king who still rides the edge of legend and legacy. The tales of King Arthur have traversed centuries, evolving from whispers in the mists of post-Roman Britain to grand medieval romances. But where did this legend begin? Early references, such as the 9th century Historia Brittonum, depict Arthur not as a king, but as a formidable war leader who fought 12 battles against the invading Saxons. Later, in Annales Cambriae, his victory at the Battle of Baden is celebrated. These early records hint at a real figure, remembered more as a defender of Britain than a noble sovereign, a man forged in chaos, destined to become more myth than memory. One of the most iconic tales tells of Arthur's ascension by pulling a sword from a stone, proving his divine right to rule. This narrative, first introduced by Robert de Boron in the 12th century and popularized by later chroniclers, symbolizes the theme of destiny and divine selection. Arthur, an unassuming youth raised in secrecy, was chosen not by birthright alone, but by fate itself. The sword, sometimes mistaken for Excalibur, represents the union of humility and greatness. It is a moment of transformation. A boy becomes king, and a kingdom finds its hope reborn. Arthur's court at Camelot is portrayed as a utopian realm of chivalry, wisdom, and justice. The legendary Round Table, gifted by Merlin or King Leodegrance, depending on the version, symbolizes equality among the king's chosen warriors. Knights like Sir Lancelot, Sir Gawain, and Sir Galahad carried out quests in service of honor, their fates intertwined with those of the kingdom. Camelot stood not merely as a castle, but as an ideal, a vision of what a just society might be, a beacon in a dark world destined to flicker, yet never fade from memory. Among the myriad adventures, the quest for the Holy Grail stands paramount, a relic of divine mystery, said to grant eternal life and spiritual enlightenment. The Grail represented the pinnacle of knightly virtue. Only the purest could find it, and for many, the search became a test of soul as much as strength. Sir Galahad, the flawless knight, is often the one who succeeds while others falter under the weight of their sins. The Grail transformed the Arthurian saga into a spiritual odyssey. Not just a tale of kings and swords, but of redemption and divine purpose. The love affair between Queen Guinevere and Sir Lancelot introduced a haunting human dimension to Arthurian legend. Though Arthur was just and noble, it was Lancelot who captured Guinevere's heart, a love both beautiful and damning. Their secret, once uncovered, shattered the harmony of Camelot. Loyalty turned to betrayal, and the bond of fellowship among the knights unraveled. Some versions tell of Guinevere's imprisonment, others of her retreat to a convent, while Lancelot becomes a haunted exile. Their love, doomed from the start, serves as a reminder, even in legends, the heart may defy the crown. Arthur's reign culminates in the fateful Battle of Camelot, where he faces Mordred, variously described as his treacherous nephew or his son, born of dark magic or deceit. The field runs red with betrayal and sorrow. Though Arthur slays Mordred, he himself is mortally wounded. The kingdom, once held together by honor and vision, splinters into chaos. The dream of Camelot dies not with thunder, but with a whisper. As the mist of war settles, Arthur's body is borne away, not to be buried, but preserved for a promised return in Britain's hour of greatest need. After Camelot, legends speak of Arthur's body being carried across the waters to Avalon, a mystical island of healing and enchantment. Some say the Lady of the Lake guides him. Others speak of 9 sorceresses tending his wounds. Avalon exists at the edge of the world, where time folds and fate sleeps. To the Britons, Arthur was not dead. He was only resting. The belief that he would return one day, sword in hand, to defend his people, transformed a fallen king into a messianic figure. Avalon became not just a destination, but a hope. The historical Arthur remains elusive. No castle ruins, no sword, no crown, only echoes. Yet his legend endures. Medieval poets crafted elaborate romances, while modern storytellers reimagine him in novels, films, and games. From Mallory's Le Morte d'Arthur to T.H. White's The Once and Future King, the myth evolves with each telling. He has been a warlord, a wizard's pupil, a flawed husband, a righteous king. The Arthur we know today is a mosaic of centuries, reflecting the values and dreams of every age. A mirror held to our own longing for justice, unity, and heroism. Thank you for joining us on this journey through legend and time. King Arthur's tale reminds us that stories, though shaped by centuries, carry truths deeper than history. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories lost to the ages. Until the next one, stay curious. This is Timeless Tales.